안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 미국 대변입니다. 여러분, I'm very sorry. It has been a very long time since I made a video, and I had plans to make videos, but I got really busy. As you can see, I am actually in my English lab classroom where I do English camp. I'm currently in the middle of doing a winter English camp. So they made collages, learned about Jack Frost, winter language, putting that into proper English sentences. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the new year, our New Year's goals, things we want to leave in the past year, and then we'll do some dubbing of a fun movie because they will love to do that. But yeah, so today we played a lot of word games. They got to win candy and all that. So yeah, I've been very busy. I've met new people, and yeah, so I've been working on that. So I'm so sorry that I haven't made a proper video in so long when I wanted to. But yeah, so I'm very late for my year-long video. So I will try my best to explain how things are going. So basically, I've learned a whole lot. I've learned a lot about what I should do as a teacher. I've learned a lot about how to be a teacher. I've learned a lot about myself as a young adult, you know, moving into the world by myself. I've learned how to do a lot of things by myself, figuring things out. I've been going through this, you know, transitional period in my life, you know, moving out of your family's home and having your own full-time job and really being an adult by yourself, like everybody does at this time in your life. I'm now 25. You know, moving into my own place, real full-time job, being a new independent adult, and I think I've been, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think I've been doing pretty well, considering that I've done all of this and while having moved to a different country over 6,000 miles away from home and the culture and the language that I grew up in. And I've learned a lot in general just by observing the students and the other teachers and what they do, how they do things, how they say things. I ask my other co-teachers and my friends who are like, oh, what was that person said? Oh, okay, yeah, now I have a new phrase that I can use to get the kids' attention and teach better so they can understand me better. I use a bit of Konglish. My school doesn't mind that I speak Korean as well. They actually really like it. So it actually helps with my teaching. But yeah, so I've learned a lot about culture. And I think my extensive research of the past 8 years about Korea really helped with a foundation, and I wasn't like super surprised about anything that would like get me in trouble or anything. So I've really been able to gracefully learn things culturally, and my other co-teachers, I've been really lucky. I've said this before, I am so lucky. I love my school, my co-teachers, my co-workers, even though we don't speak the same language. They're great. They're very nice to me, and they appreciate when I try to do something the Korean way, and that makes me feel really happy. Because I know a lot of people don't always have this experience, so I feel very, very lucky, and I'm very relieved, and I'm very happy. Language. I've learned a lot about the language. I took a Korean language class. I got a B, so that's pretty good in my book as a theater major. My Korean has gotten a bit better, but I am still learning, very much still learning. Language, like basic language in the classroom, let's say, you know, 얘들아, 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 조용히, 얘들아, getting their attention. Hey kids, 조용히, quiet, let me teach you. 잠시만요. So in English we have the phrase, oh, excuse me, let me scoot by here, or excuse me, let me get your attention. Korean has different phrases for that. So it doesn't have a straight translation, there's different words. So if I need to scoot past somebody and I don't want to just be silent and bump into them, I say 잠시만요, 잠시만요, okay? And when you're trying to get someone's attention, 저기요, 저기요, okay, in public, 맛있게 드세요, 맛있게 드세요. So when I'm getting up from the lunch table and there are other people still there and I don't want to be rude, so I say 맛있게 드세요. So while I'm leaving, you know, still some sort of greeting. Eat well, you know, enjoy. Things like 먼저 갈게요. 먼저 가보겠습니다. I'm leaving first. Like if I am leaving the office, it's time for me to check out. And the other teachers still have work to do and they're still there, but I mean, time's up so I can leave. I'd say like, I'm leaving first, okay? 먼저 가보겠습니다. Since coming to Korea, I get a cold about every 2 months. So the ENT doctor that I go see, they know my name before I come in, so they don't need to see my ID. They know who I am. And the doctor actually speaks English pretty well, so that's very helpful. Otherwise, I just use translator, but they're all very nice. So 감기 있어요. I have a cold. Or 감기 걸렸어요. I caught a cold. I use that phrase a lot. I don't know why I keep getting sick. I still wash my hands. I take a ginger shot that I make every day. So I don't know. But yeah, the people have been amazing. 99% of the time, the people here have been nothing but kind and accepting to me. Even in public, I haven't gotten anything like major that made me cry. I do get like the Twilight stares. Mostly the older men that stare at me as I walk by. Yes, it is annoying to me and rude to me, but I've learned to either ignore it or stare back at them to get them to go away. Sometimes that works, and sometimes we're just made a staring contest. But yeah, it's not as bad as, for example, when I visited China. You know, you kind of feel like a sideshow attraction. Here, I don't feel that way. I get over it. It's not like a new concept, though, that there are foreigners in Korea, but there's only like 4 to 6% maybe foreign here. But yeah, just gotta live with it and try not to focus on it because I want to be happy here, so I don't want to be negative. I don't want to find things to be negative about for no reason. Food, I can recognize the food now and not wonder entirely like, hey, what the heck is that? As often, so like I know pretty much what I'm looking at now. Things that I would do differently over the year, there's not much that I would do differently, but maybe try to be less shy and ask more direct questions, because there's a lot of miscommunication at times. Because sometimes when I'm asking my English teachers a question, they don't always know the answer, so they kind of just give me an answer to make me happy, even though like that might not be the answer. But it's not their fault either. So I'm pretty self-confident, I think, in general, because everyone else is really nice to me, so I have no reason to be self-conscious. And everyone's just like really supportive, so if I try to speak Korean or do something in the Korean way, they're still really nice to me, so I feel happy. My experiences have made me more confident going out in public than I would be in America, I think. I don't feel like I'm gonna get yelled at by some random lady on. It feels really good to have over a year now of experience under my belt. I feel really accomplished and I'm still learning a lot. It's gonna be a lifelong journey until I become a very old lady. Living in Korea, probably, maybe, you know. The time has really passed by in a flash. I feel super proud of my accomplishments. I'm super proud of myself. Toot toot my own horn. You know, someone who has a lot of anxiety about being alone and stuff. But when I got here, that all went away. So like everyday anxiety that I would get about being yelled at by a stranger, anxiety that I would be really bad at my job or that I would offend somebody without realizing it, like all went away pretty much. I would say now I'm more nervous about going out in public in America rather than here, which is kind of strange. I was scared of being rejected by Korean society, but almost automatically I felt at home here. It's truly a blessing. I feel really lucky. I can't get over how lucky I am. I have great friends here and acquaintances, like my building manager. He's really nice, even though he doesn't speak English. And the employees at 7-Eleven. There's a 7-Eleven right next door to my apartment building, and they're really nice to me. And I feel really good here, and it only makes me want to strive more to do things and go further in my dreams and in my future, get fluent in Korean, get better at my job, all that. So I want to get better at traveling by myself, like on the subway and the bus, and I have friends who are encouraging me and helping me figure out, oh, you can just look it up here, this is where you go, blah, 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 this is how you figure out where to go to this place that you've never been before. So Yeah, I may even strive to get an F4 visa someday, one that allows me to stay indefinitely. So I'm working on a lot of goals this year, and I achieved a lot last year as well, so I feel really good. It's crazy that I'm here after dreaming about it all this years, English? After dreaming about it all these years, like, I could just be a teacher in Korea, figure out what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do right now. So I'm gonna be here for the foreseeable future. And I have signed another contract. I've been here a year and a half. The school year ended in December. Here it ends in December, starts in spring in March. So I just finished this second year, or this year, since I came in halfway through. So my next contract will be a year again, which starts in February, March. Yeah, and then I'll be here officially another year, August, and then I'll sign the next contract, be here for another year, sign the next contract, see where things go. Yeah, I'm doing very well here, and I hope that it keeps going this well, because I may just stay here forever. That's kind of the plan. 여러분, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, share it, subscribe down below. If you have a YouTube, that'd be great. I have like 119 subscribers, which is cool, since this is a hobby. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you when I see ya. 안녕!